moving the bricks. Talk about now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I copy chromed out, hard talk, career with a shine. I got some time, name. I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. I'm a hot girl yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do? When you show up on the scene with a two Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2. If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I got it.
It's week 9 of the NFL, and our focus is on the Lions. Rocket on quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Lions and the Broncos, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, it's that time of the year. A little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around the league was until you kind of got to this point in the year. November, December football. That's really where teams separate themselves from the pack, and that's where playoff pictures start to unravel. That's where there's a little bit more clarity between the haves and the have-nots. And this is when NFL football gets fun. Holidays are coming. Playoff pictures are unfolding. It is a blast.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time and taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
There wasn't really anything fancy about their performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, I thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone.
Back to the air one more time. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw yet again. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get...
And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Now they'll set up to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made.
So often, sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
Trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means 4th down coming up.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Lions will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Here comes the Denver offense, set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he played fairly well for the most part. Now, are there some things to clean up? Absolutely. Some of his footwork, both inside and outside the pocket, still has a long way to go. The occasional errant throw or just thinking, hey, I've got a big arm, I'm going to fit this ball in the window. Some of that stuff needs to get cleaned up, but overall, not bad. But what matters the most in wins and losses, and he just wasn't the difference maker his team needed when they needed him the most.
They'll stick with him again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's a designed run. And the drive will stay alive. He's got the first down up to the 44.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
A first down throw for Nix. He's got his tight end likely downfield. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Nix from the gun on third down. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
The play is a turnover on downs.
The Lions offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's made a big impact in the passing game. As you look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
He'll look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That one on target to Moore. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Lions who have the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Here's 1st and 10. One of the tight ends in motion right. They'll look to throw again. He'll go left side here and complete this one. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brooks. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. That's taken in.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Makes the score Lions 6, Broncos nothing.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Agnew on the return. Now on the return, he has lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. As we give you a look at the league's leaders in receiving touchdowns, you can see he's 2nd best among NFL running backs at this point in the year. Going up top. That is caught! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 72 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Trouble, and down he goes.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Williams in motion. He'll drop to throw. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. Back to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he's going to take this one all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions are in the lead by the score of 13-7. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with it
into space to the 20. And he will take this one in. 77 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. The Broncos move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
That last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
The Broncos offense ready to get back to work. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground, and he'll get this only up to about the 33-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Nix. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, and put his receiver in a...
And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angles so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
The Lions offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's a 2nd and 9. Tight end going in motion here. On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They send the tight end in motion. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. 20-yard pickup there. 1st down, Detroit. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Putting the tight end in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And they will remain down by 1.
Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. And in this case, the upright sent it right back.
Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Nix. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. The kick is good, so add one more, and it will take a first half lead into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was the visiting Chiefs who come in and get the victory on the road. Patrick Mahomes, strong in the win, as his guys start the second half with a victory that moves them to 6-3 on the year. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Ladd McConkey, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. J.J. McCarthy leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Broncos offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase in what they call plaster?
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. Quick throw, taken in. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll throw out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal. They'll look to throw again. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
On the ground, they go with Brooks. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Lions add on to their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Broncos offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. Ho-ho! Powerful running there, stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4. To throw is Nix. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They've got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
Got it into the hands of Mims. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down. Throwing, Nix. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Brings up second and 10.
Second down. Nix gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Brings up third and 2.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Broncos first down by a couple of yards. We'll give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert. They motion the slot man left. He's into space past the 25. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard.
At the 4-yard line.
Now Nix going to look to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You could just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. 1st and 10. They'll send their tight end left. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That'll be taken in by Moore. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. They'll send a tight end in motion right. A run with Brooks. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end, and he will have the 1st down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that 1st down. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Moore on the right side. Here's a 2nd and 6. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Back to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Lions 1st down.
This quarterback has a reputation for being one of the faster quarterbacks in the league, but what I loved here is, yes, he used his legs, but he remained a passer for as long as he could and leads to a nice pickup.
Give it up the middle to Brooks. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing.
He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air?
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Detroit. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Williams in motion. They'll run with Brooks. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Agnew on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Mims sent in motion here. On 2nd down, it's Nix. He finds Likely, his tight end. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Going for it all. And the Lions are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
So anytime you're really sensing pass, Mike, the first thing you want to do, flood the field with defensive backs. Good things typically happen. I mean, that's a great call there by the defensive coordinator to counter that play, because no matter where that ball was going, they had someone in the neighborhood who had a shot of making the play and getting them off the field.
Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They are looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on, as they're going to start this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. Not much there, maybe a yard. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On the jet sweep, the give to St. Brown. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. On the ground, it's Brooks. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. We'll go once more with Brooks. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. 1:54 to go. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They'll drop to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And now we get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
A 53-yard attempt. The kick is good. Makes the score.
So a win for the visitors, the Lions. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.